freedom's the answer. What's the question? You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
Welcome back to Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock. Yep, I just got another email from CNN. Here we go. Yep, thanks, will do. They're going to call me at the top of the hour after we do the show. Now, I just got a call from Gary Franchi. He wants to do a quick Skype after the show also. And I told him, let me go ahead and talk to CNN and see what's up, and we'll talk about that on his show. Now, the thing is that I already know where this goes. Fortunately, as an experienced activist, it's all about manipulation of whatever agenda that they have. So my first thing is, are we going to do this live? Well, no, we got to go. Well, I don't want to talk to you. Well, what's your opinion? I don't want to talk to you. If we don't do live, I don't want to talk to you because I already know better. So this is, I'll forego the attention and, big giant hit on Freedom's Phoenix and all this other stuff because it's not worth it. I will not help them lie to you. I will not do it. That's what they do. That's why we're here. So we'll go ahead and see what happens with that with Mr. Tom from CNN. Now, Tom Foreman. Now, the thing is that I want to talk to you about is how the news cycle works on this. From our experience, you will not find out what really happens until way after this. They will have already introduced legislation. They will already have Congress voting on stuff. Heck, it may make it to Obama's desk before you even get the police report. Now, you have, these guys, Mine Canary, I'm shocked. In fact, the breakfast that I have with some friends, as we're talking about, hey, man, it's over financially. I'll give you an example. It goes like this. You have from now, tomorrow, will the economic system come down? Well, it's probably a 0% that's going to happen tomorrow, or it's a low chance. You put the window out to 10 years, will it have happened by then? Yeah, it's pretty much 100%. Math, they're not going to be able to sustain whatever it is that they're doing. Spain, Portugal is going to be one of the first ones to go. Already, Swiss banks have said, we will not take the debt or bonds from Portugal as collateral for anything at Swiss banks. That's the first shoe. Here we go. Now, Portugal, as it was described to me, you got a big 4-foot square breakfast table. Well, they're like the sugar packet. Spain is like the whole table. Then you get to Italy. You get the whole Italy. Well, heck, that's like 4 tables. So, Portugal is just the beginning of this. So what we're going to have is that, it hits Spain. Oh, man, it's all over. So is that going to be 3 months, a year? 5 years? It is inevitable. The mathematics it's already set in stone. So how fast, the starting pistol is done in my life as far as I'm concerned. How fast can we get ready to get mobile to go where we need to go? That's what we're working on right now. So CNN wants me to talk to them about what? I'll talk to them at the top of the hour, but I tell you this, they are not going to, one, have it live again because it got beat up last time we did that. And they are not going to even broach the question of why. One thing that they want to do, Sarah Palin is going to get nailed on this one. Take a look at this. Sarah Palin, during the 2010 run-up into that election cycle, had we got to target, the bad guys. We got to target them with an election of Republicans. Now, what she chose to do was to put crosshairs on the various congressional races. Now, John McCain had something to say. He's like, oh, yeah, we got to reload. Let's go, all this kind of rhetoric. Was it planned? Was it to amp up this kind of, the Tea Parties, we're going to go get them, what for and whatever. The Love-olution didn't play. No, heck no. We're out here going, no, you're still voting? You're assuming that we even care what these people think. Now, one of the crosshairs here, they listed it, Gabrielle Giffords, Arizona Congressional District 8. Well, when you got some mine canary, flips over, and what do? They go out and, for whatever reason, he goes and he puts a bullet in her head and then starts emptying an extended magazine on his Glock, 9mm. This is what we know that. And all of a sudden, they also get the presiding federal judge in Arizona District Court here, from what I understand. He dies. Was he even a target? They even know he was going to be there. We don't know. Now, one of the other interesting things is that Gabriel Gifford is married to Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly is a shuttle astronaut. In fact, he is the last commander of the last shuttle mission. Let's go ahead and take a look at his picture right there. Gabriel Giffords is married to Mark Kelly, which is going to be the last shuttle mission commander, which is going to the International Space Station, which it just so happens that his twin brother is the commander of the International Space Station in orbit right now. So we have, segues into this space thing too. Now we have Gabriel, married to the last commander of Endeavour, that's going to the space station, the last shuttle mission there, his twin brother commanding SSI. How's that going to be spun? I have no idea. This is very, it's so complex, the issues here. And, of course, the lords of the internet have taken down any and everything that he's had to say. His MySpace, some other places where he's doing, but they weren't able to get the YouTube thing down yet. Why? Did they have something to do with it? Did they replace it? They put it up? Conspiracy theories will abound. So, fortunately, Gary Franchi, being the right mind, he went and started downloading and taking cache pages and everything. Now think about it. Google caches all of the internet also. Are cache pages available, or did they take them down too? YouTube is part of Google. Why would they leave it up and not do the other? It's just, all these are the kind of questions I want, because the question is what? Why? Why do they do these things? I'll guarantee you there is legislation already, and I don't think they fear an armed populace as much as they fear an informed one. Here comes the internet controls. I am of the opinion that we have a lot of interesting legislation already sitting up there, ready to go, and when the legislatures on the state and the federal, they're going to get in line, and, as Speaker of the House said, an attack on one of people that serve as an attack on all of us. I prefer to attack them with words. I prefer to ignore them with words. We'll go ahead and get the left's perspective on this, because already, immediately, they're already, within 36 hours, there was already Democratic Party operatives doing fundraising using this shooting. What do you expect is going to happen? So tomorrow we'll have some interesting things to talk about, and I'm sure Gary Franchi will have his episode up tonight, the Skype interview that I'll do with him after the show, after I talk to CNN. But from experience, you're not going to get the news from them. So what we did is we put up, you go to the front page of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com right now, and you'll see the story. ABC, Fox, CNN News report shooting in the head of a Representative Gabriel Giffords, and the videos and so on what initially was being said. And what did Fox News report? What the Arizona Republic here was reporting, that there was an armed gunman in the crowd that engaged the gunman. You're not hearing it anymore. Was it a lie? Were they incorrect? Did they retract the story? We don't know. And we're not going to know until we actually see the police reports or get interviews with the people there. Now, the father of the young girl, 9-year-old girl that was born on 9/11, there's all kinds of, links into this thing. A federal judge, presiding federal judge, a young girl born on 9/11, a deranged gunman that applied for the U.S. Army and was rejected. How often does that happen? Why did it happen? And was he really rejected? On his musings on YouTube, his big thing is mind control. They're doing, the mind, whatever stuff going, that's of interest. Was he on any medications? Were they prescribed and mandated by the government? They're going to spin this all which ways to Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and take our time. But starting tomorrow, we'll go ahead and start having people that definitely we're probably not going to agree with. But they're going to give you a perspective. They're all ready to go, man. They got them lined up. I got all kinds of requests to interview these people on the spin that they're going to take on how we need to control the internet to make it illegal, to amp up dissent against the man. That's where this is going. Have we been talking about this? It wasn't if this was going to happen, it was when and how it was going to be spun. Take away more of our freedom. Now, the father of this young girl, he said, no, I don't think we need to curtail the freedoms of individuals anymore. Now, he was on CNN. I mean, he's live. He's on the phone saying, no, we've already taken away too many freedoms. Will you be hearing from him ever again? His young daughter, beautiful young thing, love of his life, is murdered, and he's not advocating for more controls against our freedom. Probably never hear from him again, will we? We'll talk to you tomorrow. It'll be interesting.